Hello everybody, NIO Lifer here. This is a very specific video targeting Tesla shareholders. I want you to send this video to every person you know of who owns Tesla shares or own Tesla cars. Okay, I'm not going to waste anyone's time. Let me just start the video right away. Hello everyone, my name is NIO Lifer. I'm the operator of this channel called NIO Lifer. I want to present to you a very good case for arguing why you should be considering buying NIO shares instead of Tesla shares, or sell your sell your Tesla shares, buy NIO shares. Okay, where am I right now? I'm actually in the capital of the country called Laos, and here I'm in front of the biggest car dealer, particularly EV dealer in the entire country. All the stock is readily available for you to see. I want to show you the reality on the ground in a country when people are very sensitive in pricing, where they have access to any EVs in the world, because this country has a zero taxation policy with electric cars. Means you can import any cars from any country as long as the electric is no tax. Look, a Maserati. You wouldn't expect a Maserati in a third world country, right? Here we have a V8 Mercedes. That's a GLE or something, a AMG GLE, I think. I'm going to come to a point right away. Trust me, I'm going to come to a point. Oh, GLS 63. I hope it's a real one, not a fake one, because I think it's a real one. This is a used one. So here you're going to see a lot of cars you might have never seen before, including myself. Is this Mahindra? I'm not sure. This is Deepal, a Chinese car. This is an iCar. And I'm going to talk about the shares in Tesla right away. And oh, that's a rental car. It says that with a Nike logo on the side. Nike Air. It's funny. And of course BMW i3s. So what I'm going to show you is that Tesla is not the only game in town. And in reality, when people have free choices, they don't usually buy Tesla. They choose something that is cheaper or better or more luxurious or more useful. There's a lot of choices in the world when it comes to electric cars, not just Teslas. And as soon as there's a choice available, people buy a lot of other cars other than Tesla. Here, first Tesla we see. This is, of course, a Model Y. But Model Y and Model 3 look very similar. There's a Li Auto. Let's just double check. I think it's a Model Y, standard Model Y. Double check. Tesla Model Y, yeah. All Tesla cars are made in China anyway, including those that a lot of countries are buying, like in Australia. The cars in Australia that sold are all made in China. This is the Avatar. This is a pretty cool car, self-driving. And Volkswagen ID. That's a Li Auto, and here comes a very cool car. You wouldn't have seen this anywhere else. This is the bankrupt company car, Alpha Phi or something like that. And over there is an Aura Cat. So I'm going to come to a point right away. I want to showcase the diversity of selection here. That's the Aura Cat 4-door version. Jet Tour, no, Radar. This is a Radar. And this is a Jet Tour SUV. And inside there are more cars. I'm not going to disturb them. Over there is the Denza. Denza used to be a cooperation between BYD and Mercedes. And then Mercedes gave up the stake. Now it's just a BYD brand. That van there is the Denza. Okay. Why do I make this video? And why is this video important? I want you to understand something. Okay, let me face around. I want you to understand something. Oh, look, this is the BMW i3. I don't think it's the i4, I think it's the i3. Chinese version. So, why is this important? Because I want you to understand, as a Tesla shareholder, is that if I would present to you an opportunity to travel back in time to buy Tesla shares, where would you travel back to? Imagine you have this magic machine, a time machine, that allows you to travel back in time. to buy Tesla shares because you are a Tesla shareholder, so you know Tesla best. I'm not going to waste your time. I just ask you a straightforward question. Where would you travel back in time to buy your shares in Tesla to hold for today, until today? 1 year ago, 2 years ago, 3 years ago, 4 years ago, and you are allowed to cheat. You are allowed to look at the chart. You're allowed to go back on your chart and choose. You choose when do you choose to buy your Tesla shares over the past, let's say a decade. You choose. What's the most optimum entry point for you to buy the shares in Tesla? You go load the chart of Tesla, look at it, you're going to come to the same conclusion that you want to buy the shares in 2019. For about 1 year before Tesla turned profitable. Why? Because share price was at $15 per share. It went all the way up to $280 in very short period of time. I don't care what you assign as the reason. The key is that you want to buy the share of your Tesla 1 year before profitability, full year profitability. Am I right? Yeah, imagine you bought the shares for $15 per share, post-split price, and held until today. You have done a 30x. 30x. Yeah, easily. 30x. Okay, now it's cooler. Easier for me to make the video. More cars to see. Oh yeah, this is good. That's a depot. Spelled wrongly. Wrong spelling. 29,000 US dollar. 25,000 US dollar Volkswagen ID4. So this one is 25,000 US dollar. So the reason they list in US dollar because local currency is not very stable. So by listing all the prices in US dollar, it's easier for people to compare prices. Plus far less zeros. And on top of that, you can pay in cryptocurrency. I can literally buy this car right now with my cryptocurrency wallet, no problem at all. Yeah, they can all do all that. Only problem is I'm not a citizen, I can't own cars here. So the only way to own a car is start a company or entrust a car to a lady. And hopefully the woman doesn't run away. Of course it will, but that's just imagination. That might happen. So Jet Tour L9 is a SUV, 31,000 US dollar. Can you imagine? Would you pay 31,000 US dollar for this car? Tesla shareholders? Just a detour story first before we continue our journey in the imaginative share price purchase and basically, how do I say, time travel with me. Okay, time traveling. Let's see what else they have in there. This is one of the Chinese-owned shopping center. They don't have a lot of tourists, so unfortunately the shopping center is not doing well because when people want to buy those brands, they're just buying Hong Kong or somewhere else. They don't have to come to Laos to buy. Also in Thailand they have more choices and it's probably not cheaper. So luxury goods is actually usually not cheaper here, but cars are very competitive. So if you can choose freely, when do you buy your Tesla shares? When do you buy? You buy in this before the company turned profitable, right before in 2020, 1 year ahead before the company turned profitable. Am I right? Yeah. So, there's iX1, BMW. All the BMWs are made in China as well, so that's the reason you can get those. And we have a unusual one, EQC. Old model, probably doesn't sell that well. A Tank, that should be gasoline. Tank is a gasoline car. Do you see many Teslas? Not really. Oh, over there there's a Zeekr 009. Yeah, full electric. So you can see the reason they don't stock a lot of Tesla is because other cars are better value for money and they're more competitive and more customized to the local Asian taste. And people don't have the preoccupied idea that Tesla is a better car. Because when you drive a Tesla, you are not a rich man. Honestly, in Asia, if you drive a Tesla, you are just another electric car driver. Tesla does not have a premium image in Asia, particularly in China. In China, there's a lot of Teslas out there. And for anyone who drives a Tesla, he's basically considered not truly patriotic. He's a just also wrong, who doesn't know much about cars, therefore he just buy the standard Tesla because it's cheap. Teslas are very cheap in China, by the way, in case you wonder. Now, back to your shareholding. When would you buy the shares? You buy 1 year before profitability. And do you know that year before profitability in the share price of Tesla, the share price was in the dump, and people was questioning about survivability of Tesla, potentially need raising more capital just to keep the company alive. All that happened back then. How do I know all that? Because I'm one of those guys who bought shares below $15 per share. But you would think, why would I talk about time travel? Why would I talk about buying those shares? And my problem was I sold because I didn't foresee that the visionary leader of the company can manipulate the share price so well that people will just go wherever he says it goes. He said the share price will go to $420 per share with 420 Tesla 420's funding secure tweet. One tweet is enough. He's a very famous man. He has millions of followers. He bought X Twitter, so that he can propagate his information. He paid 40 billions, I think, for Twitter, and he made the money back from his shareholding, pumping the shares of Tesla. He basically bought the perfect advertising platform for himself, so he can control the opinion of the people. I don't have such a luxury. I don't have that much opinion leading yet, but I'm playing the same book. I'm telling you sincerely, NIO 100 is very, very similar to Tesla 420. Okay? Very, very similar to Tesla 420. But when is the best time to buy shares in NIO? Very simple. You buy the share in NIO when the price is low. I'm gonna sit here. Hopefully the lighting is good. You want to buy the share in NIO when the price is low before it turns profitable. Just like Tesla. NIO is your next Tesla. Right now NIO is worth less than 17 billion US dollars. Don't know the exact number, but a lot less than 20 billion. Tesla is 1.4 trillion US dollar. For Tesla to double, say for example you buy share in Tesla today, you want to double to 2x. Tesla needs to double to almost 3 trillion US dollar to give you the doubling. But NIO just needs to double to 30 billion US dollar to give you a doubling. You know the exponential growth? The reason why Tesla was able to do a 30x from before profitability to now is because Tesla was small back then. If Tesla was already a multi-trillion dollar company, it wouldn't have been able to 30x. Simple as that. This is a mathematical situation because there are only this much money chasing after the shares. And Tesla is able to capture the imagination of the investors and has the widest spread of brand awareness, and the profitability just added fuel on the fire. But the truth is, for the true growth to happen, you have to go from somewhere, from starting point. And Tesla shares has been in a stagnating environment for now almost 5 years, up and down, up and down, up and down for almost 5 years. Basically, in the last 5 years, you had the opportunity to witness Tesla not going anywhere. And everyone is thinking Tesla can still double, triple, 5x, whatever. But that's not happening because to grow such a big company, you need to encounter large amount of capital influx. And the size of the market is too big to absorb such a market capital influx. But the same amount of money it flows into NIO, like you do now with the share of Tesla, you sell your Tesla shares and buy NIO shares. That influx of capital combined with the awareness of NIO 100 at the early stage, it's going to create explosive upside potential for NIO. Absolutely explosive potential for NIO. And unlike Elon Musk, who is not a very ethical person, the management of NIO can never really pump the share price with tweets because they are going to get into trouble. Therefore, They can only leave it to third-party, independent shareholders like myself, who go around and tell people NIO 100 is inevitable. That, to summarize everything, is the sales pitch to you to sell your sell your Tesla shares, buy your NIO shares. And if you don't believe me, just read the comment section. Please, NIO Army, comment below. What do you think? Should the shareholders in Tesla sell the shares and join NIO Army? Or should we all just give up and we should join Tesla instead? You tell me. It's your freedom to choose. I'm not forcing anybody to do anything. Okay? Thank you very much for watching. I'm going to go for a movie now. The movie cinema is up there. This is an interesting country. They have only 3 cinemas in the entire country. One of the 3 is here. Yeah. I'm going to watch Tron. Yeah, this review is bad, but I like the cinematic and the theme, so I'm gonna watch Tron. Have a nice day.